The National Basketball Association and the Memphis Grizzlies are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to eviction and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the department, security, or guest services staff members.
A reminder, fans, we hope you will come and join us for trading.
The world-famous Las Vegas sign on the south side of the Strip. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at center. Morris with the bucket.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Conley pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Now the Grizzlies, Shams, had a tough season, but boy, did they find a gem with G.G. Jackson.
To get a player like that in the second round, I think there was shock around the league that G.G. dropped that far in the draft. His skill set is apparent. He's able to score with the best of them at such a young age.
Who knows what his ceiling is going to be, my goodness.
G.G. Jackson seems like he's a complete find for this organization.
Morris against McDaniel. Lets the three fly. Rebound, Minnesota. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
Gobert finds McDaniel. Out to the right wing. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your... like I'm talking to my teenage daughter. What is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be. Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a little high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight. Is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep. Oh, my goodness.
We do get sleep, but your off-season is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do. Pass to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall no good. We talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver in the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, the magician in that last matchup against the Suns was superb. He he scored 63 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He would...
Good time.
And here is Morris. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
You frame that so well. G.G. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Morris. Then it's Pippen. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Ken. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Here's Morris. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edwards. Again, Memphis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Santi Obama comes in for Jackson. Baines checked in for Williams. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, Bain has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Memphis leading by 21. It's stolen by Randall. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Conley left side. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Gobert the pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with the bucket.
And if he gets the space, Randall absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner three.
And here's Morris for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Grizzlies lead by 18. Time now for the halftime break. At the third quarter, soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Timberwolves.
Look, guys, anything...
That'll do it for our show.
Here we go. Second half of the 2024 NBA Cup semifinal round. Coming to you live on 2K. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. And that one drops for him. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Clark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch.
Here's Morris, who drills the elbow jumper. Morris has got 40 points.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Back to McDaniel. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Morris looking over the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Edwards. Edwards. It's good on the putback.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then the second shot is the next best thing.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Greg, it didn't take long for... It's stolen by Randall. Pippen against DiVincenzo. On the wing, Ingles. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Ingles has got 8 points. Here's Morris. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game.
Substitution now for Minnesota. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Up and in on the way. Morris has got 47 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
They've got Jackson. Kennard is out there with Pippen. Then it's Morris. And it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Edwards can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gobert. Now Randall. From about 16. Rebounded by Jackson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Memphis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Magician.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley left side. To stop the drought. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Substitution on the court.
And Edwards drops them both. And here's Morris for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. McDaniels with the ball. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Final. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight, and I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to that finals contest.
Thank you for...
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
These fans make a lot of noise.
Let's quiet.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragon.
If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "safety" along with your issue and seek your future to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
We hope you'll join us for our next fan preview giveaway. Next up, magnetic schedules. Keep track of all Celtic games right on your refrigerator door.
We've got our Rally Foul Day coming up during our next home Coach fan. Be sure to attend, bring your family and friends, and everyone in attendance will get their very own Celtic Rally Foul.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And, well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20 for the Pacers. Yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Morris in at the three, a small forward.
High-level passer, even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Outside, Porzingis, pass to Brown. Over Morris. And it's Brown missing. The Grizzlies on offense. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
They can't miss 4 for 4 and warming up the burner.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Magician.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way.
Now, here's Brown. This time out, he had 44 points. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Morris, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Tatum finds Brown. Looking to end the run. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
A 3 from Morris. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 13 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Double team on Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. Brown wide open. He fires. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Memphis moving it around. Morris, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday focus there.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. So on the floor for Memphis. Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Morris. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Morant in at the point. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the 3 from Morris.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Nice feed by the big man, Jackson Jr. I love his selfless attitude.
Celtics trail by 3. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. He takes it in. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Memphis with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. They get it back. Clark. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Clark's got his first 2 points of the night. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the magician in that last matchup against Minnesota was a man determined. He scored 53 points, and to no one's surprise, it was dialed in from deep. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
On the wing, Williams. A 3 from Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's rebounded by Morant.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Clark, the pass to Morant. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Tatum. Basket counts.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for Memphis. G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bane in for Vince Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball. Horford's got his first 3 points of the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Morant after the miss from Morris. And that one's good. Morant's got his first 2 points.
A nice finish there. Morant taking advantage of the defense. Someone actively looking to score whenever he can.
Offensive rebound. Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
That doesn't go either for Brown.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Boston shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Holiday. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Now, here is Morris. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis up in front, top 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. 39.
Checking out the Celtics. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into...
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the...
Thank you for being with us. Now...
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And this game going back and forth, still very much in question.
And this, where your palms can get sweaty and nerves can become a factor. It's not a title, but best believe these players are very invested in the outcome.
There's Brown with the 3. Sinks the triple. Brown's got 11 points.
And this is what the team wants JB to do. Punish defenses that don't respect him from the corner.
And here's Morris for 3. Rebound, Boston. Tatum looking around. It's over Morant. Holiday dishes to Tatum with a tie. Oh, Tatum from way outside.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. And of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And Tatum over to help. Morris. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And Tatum over to help. It's stolen by White. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. teardrop shot. Brown outside. The offensive rebound. Porzingis can't hit.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown outside. Pass to White. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 7-point Grizzly lead.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Brown with it. He's got 11. And there's the call on the Magician. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pritchard, he's checked in for Derek White. Memphis also making some changes. Santi Aldama comes in for Brandon Clark. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Memphis leading by 16. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. A front line of Jackson and Jackson Jr. Smart in the backcourt. To his side is Bain. And it's Morris in at the 3 slot. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
Morris with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. And that one, good. Morris has got 39.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
So it's the Celtics now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard. A 3-pointer off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo. That's helped them score on the fast break.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Celtics. To the paint. Here's Clark. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Morris into the lane. And Morant gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Outside, Horford. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Smart. Pocket 6. And Holiday kicks to Horford. Busted. No good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jackson passes to Morris. Takes the 3. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And here's Tatum for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Memphis.
And Brown over to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Just 2 to shoot. And here is Morris.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Clark kicks to Jackson. To the inside. Grant. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 19. Brown outside. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the shot goes in. 41 points for the Magician.
And that's just really good situational awareness from Smart. Realizing someone was open on that possession.
Brown outside. White finds Brown. And the 3-ball is good.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. .23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Drills it from outside. 44 points for the Magician.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point. A battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.